Came a long way, came a long way, came a long way, came a long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, still that way, still that way. Still broad day, live that way, drill that way. Came a long way, real long way. Been a long way, real long way. And it's still that way, 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 still that way. Eastside Johnny, pull up with the mob, real John Gotti. Grinding from the bottom, blood on my hands, ain't no dirt on my body. Whip big body, block, it'll be a real big problem. Whole lot of prize, that's something you don't know nothing about it.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out, as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pick on the 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Commanders, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Back to throw here. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop ball in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
An incomplete Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 78 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing is Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Meanwhile, here a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple plays combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello in a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Now 3rd down and very long. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
The Eagles are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Hurts.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Brings us 2nd and 2.
7-7, our score after 1.
The Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
18 rattle.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here we go.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Ready? Go street. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Hurts to throw. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
They'll try it now with Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Once again, it's Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling.
63.
Now back to throw. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Hey, easy. 63, bad. Crowd left Yanni.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Hey, Silver. Crowd left Yanni. Tiger Swamp.
They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Well, that return had all the trappings of really good scouting. You could tell that they thought they saw something on tape that they could take advantage of, and they dialed it up at just the right time to give them a great return.
63, 60, out. Go Silver, ready?
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
It's caught. Smith. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
No contact. Crowd left, Yanni.
Motion left, Smith.
73.
On first down, Hurts.
And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he rifles one incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Some back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you're in a 1-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Seven Pirates. Warriors, 17. Ready.
Looking to throw.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Throwing is Hurts.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
from the 43. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now they'll run it on the toss. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's got it to about the 40. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got Brown on the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the flag thrown for the contact, mark off the yardage.
And sometimes you just read a hitch route way too fast. You get there before you're supposed to, and there's the penalty.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Hurts. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and goal from the 6 this time. He'll look to throw. Yeah, he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. On the sneak, it's Hurts. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Eagles are an extra point away from going back on top here in the fourth. Elliott on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
2nd and 14. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3 and out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Ready.
2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. That's Samuel caught left side. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Ready. Hey, smash Broncos.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Cameron Curl with the tackle that time. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the fourth quarter. Should rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
There he goes, left side. A huge play there for Washington. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
So Washington now with an important 2-point conversion attempt. In motion right is a running back. They'll look to throw. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Hey, easy, 63, bang. Tiger Hornet.
In motion right, Watkins. Here's Hurts to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
73.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Hey, 73. 63.
Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
And boy, this burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come to the line now on a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Okay, ready?
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, check that. Street. Go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
On running plays, linemen, of course, have their assignments. That's expected. But it's not often you're expecting to see a cornerback blitzing and run support and tackling the runner for a loss.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Ready.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for Washington, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.